Hello everybody and welcome. We are live and we're going to be talking about 3D systems and their figure 4 technology.
Looking at a different discipline here today, a different sort of technology. Before we get into a little bit of detail about the partnership and the machines themselves, maybe you could tell us and excite and whet the appetites of the people watching as to what they could be the proud recipient of after today's show.
What we're doing today, we've got two machines running. And the printed sample parts, we have a sexy pen then and some other functional elements.
I'm Sarah and I do the applications for the 3D systems machines. I'm going to show you how to program the figure 4 modular to set off a print job. We import the file. This is an STL file and we insert it onto the build platform. This then needs to be orientated so that it's actually on the build platform. So we'll manually orientate it to the part we want on the bed, and then we'll need to auto place it so it actually puts it on the build platform.
But Steve, how does it work? I mean, what's going on in here?
Well, I can feel Gareth's eyes burning in the back of my head, so I'll give you the very basics. But under each unit, there's a simple resin tray where we pour in the different types of material, and from there we have a tray that you can see. Basically, the finished part attaches to, and the tray rises like a Z-axis on a milling machine. And from there, with inside the bed, it cures that part, and the part grows from the resin.
But part of this section is really to learn about some real-time applications. So the real-time applications that we want to hear that the engineering technology group have been involved in that could maybe apply to people that are watching this, because that's really the key to this, Steve. Could you give us some examples? Yeah,
so we're, again, as a turnkey provider, we get wrapped up in all sorts of weird and wonderful projects. One that springs to mind was an automation project that we were involved in, where they were handling castings back and forth throughout the cell. What the customer was proposing to do was to machine a lot of small aluminium bases on their existing machines for these castings to sit in. We offered them a printer to be able to do this because the variation of components changed. So they're forever machining different forms of supports for them. By giving them the printer, it freed up their in-house machining to produce components, which they should be doing, while the printer overnight printed out the seats.
Prototyping is a big one as well, isn't it? Maybe if you were costing a job for somebody, you wanted to show them what you could make, you can do that quickly on these machines.
Yeah, so you don't need to go to the nth degree of buying in tooling to machine a particular part. Customers always want to see the end product. So with the printers, you print all the through ports, the vanes, all the complex needs, hollow parts, movable parts working together, as opposed to having to, again, using your machine, using your own spindles to produce these parts.
Repair work as well, that's my final one. Possibility something breaks, something needs changing. You don't have to go and find that component, try and source it, you can just...
Yeah, exactly, I mean, again, Rob Beckett in our spares department will be kicking us, but again, it's a perfect analogy of small parts that for consumables that are repeated. You can quite easily print them through the night or through the day, yeah.